The Sioux City Community Schools staff has now recommended the school board approve the decision to only operate one district swimming pool for use. That decision came during today's meeting of the school board's Finance and Facilities Committee. District staff says pool maintenance is expensive, and the number of students that use the pools for activities like the Spartans swim team doesn't justify keeping all three district pools open. Right now, there's a pool at North High and a pool at West High that are operational. The pool at East High isn't operational because of a boiler issue.
What I believe is that the school district is committed to keeping a pool open. And right now, we're looking at keeping West open. That is, the access is much easier at that pool, have outside access so people can get in and out easily. It's also ADA compliant.
The closing of the pools would be part of a $7 million budget cut after the district lost federal ESSER funds. The district says each pool costs around $50,000 a year to maintain, and a study says that $200,000 of upgrades and replacements are needed for each pool. Superintendent Dr. Rod Earlywine says the pool at West High is better set up to be the functional pool for future use in the district. Happening tonight, residents of the Hinton Community School District are getting a chance to weigh in on a proposed bond measure for the district. Hinton School Board is holding a public forum on the measure at the meeting tonight. They'll take public input on the measure and also answer any question that residents might have. That meeting is set to start at 7 o'clock tonight at the Hinton School. We'll have more from that forum tonight on News 4 at 10.
Celebrating 70 years. Matt Breen, Jessica Bowman, Chief Meteorologist Rhonda Mars, and Sports Wars with Jason Moeller. This is KTIV News 4 at 6.
Still ahead, celebrating community. Sioux City's local Rotary Club honors two members of the community. We'll hear from them both in about 3 minutes. First, though, donations wanted. How you can help refugees and check an item off your spring cleaning to-do list at the same time. That's coming up on News 4 at 6.
First Weather is brought to you by Bombgars.
Then all of a sudden the house came down.
And the rafters from the house laying in the walkway.